Right, g'day again. Okay, I'm doing I've just partially made a new panel for the bottom of my guard, and it's a copy of, this is the piece that came off my previous, the guard on the other side, or fender as you call them in America, which I'd cut off because, well, the guard I took off was all dented up and rubbish, but the guard I'm replacing it with has a major rust hole in it, and I cut that off the old one with the intention of welding that into the other side, but after looking at it, like there's a little bit bent. I straighten it up and you can see it's already rusting away, and basically I don't really want to put that on there. So, and of course this one, this is the bottom half off this side. It was all bent up to the shit and rusted out and swollen. Anyway, fortunately this one is, the right shape. So I was able to make a reverse copy from that. And originally I was going to make the whole thing out of stainless steel. I was going to do plug welds and do the double up on the steel, and I thought, well, that's all unnecessary. And like I was going to make the whole piece out of stainless, but if you're remaking this out of regular steel, it's always going to rust. You can't stop it. Like, you can seal it up all you like, it'll still rust away eventually. It's just a poor design. So what I've come up with, I've got a bit of flat bar, 40 by, what's about 3 mil, 2.5, 3 mil, and bent the pieces in it from there, and then this was a bit of a mistake. I can't actually, because of the way I'm doing it, I didn't want sharp edges there, and I found a piece of stainless out in my junk pile that already has a folded edge. Well, it's easy enough to make a folded edge, all you need is a vise, but because this already had a folded edge, so I thought, great, I'll use that. And the mistake I made was I sort of, I copied the angle from here, and then I fully welded along here. In the process of doing that, it moved, and then when I went to put this piece on, because this is a double up again up here. It's just a bit of a strength thing. It's actually so you can hold your mud flap. That's what the double up for. You need extra strength for your mud flap. But anyway, when I got the angle from there, copied the angle. When I went to weld it on, this had pulled in like that, and then in the process of trying to bend it back out, I've had to hammer the shit out of it. I've got all hammer dents in there now. And hopefully I can dolly that out a little bit better. At the worst I'll have to put a smear of putty over it. Would have preferred to not have to putty that bit, but anyway, I got putty up here anyway, so yes, not that great an issue, but I'm going to copy it. I'm going to do the same on the other side, and this time I'll weld these two pieces together before I put the panel in. Right, so where I'm up to now, so after getting that all welded together, I did actually, before I welded that together, before I even put this plate on, I got this piece and I bolted it up in place. The bolts here, I bolted the whole thing up in place, and then I checked the line with the sill and made sure that was right. It was in line, it was good. That's when I come out and then put the rest of the pieces back on. So the next thing I had to do was to cut away in here for this piece, and I also had to cut down here a little bit so that it can fit in and into place. And until you do that, you can't know where to cut the other end. So, you know, whilst I was doing this was overlapping severely. But in order to do that, you see how this is hanging out. It has to come in. So, yeah, I got my straight edge, which in this case is a spirit level. I had to pull it back a bit actually because I hadn't ground the welds and the welds holding it out. And yeah, I got that, and I got the clamp. Need a big clamp too because you can't get in between the sill and the chassis, so you got to clamp, yeah, the chassis and everything. But yeah, so I clamped all that in place, and put it back on, bolted it all up. And then once I had that, I knew where to cut this piece in here, see? So instead of marking it and cutting it, I just cut it. Just got the angle grinder, just run along the edge of that heavy sheet. As you can see, I still got to cut. I still got to trim the inside, like that inside edge. But yeah, now that I've got that all fitting in place, I was then able to mark and cut the other end. And keep in mind when you're making this piece, like it's straight this way on this model car. That's straight all the way down up to about here. So you can use that straight edge of the metal. That's fine, but it does actually curve this way. It's got to follow the contour of the panel. So yeah, before I welded that on, I actually matched it. I didn't match it to what's the offcut piece, you know, because it's for the opposite side anyway. But yeah, it's not that straight. So yeah, I copied the curve from just above it, from up here. So where I'm up to now, yeah, now that I've got this cut away, I can pull it back into place. I'll put my bolts in, tighten it all up, clamp my straight edge back on there, and then I shall tack all the way along here, like every inch or so, inch, 2 inches, I'll tack it, and yeah, fully weld this piece in here, and yeah, and probably fully weld down that edge as well, fully weld down there, and yeah, like it's overlapping at the moment, but yeah, as I said, I'll tack on there. I'll get the inner piece made up. Or will I? No, I probably won't make the inner piece just yet. But anyway, then I'll do what's called a cut and butt. After it's all tacked in place, then you cut, 3 inches or so. You push it in until your panels are flush, and then start tacking it again. Then you cut away a bit more, start tacking it again, and you pull away the excess from the inside as you go. And yeah, then once that's done, I'll make up the other inner panel. This inner piece here has to be joined on. It'll have to be welded down that edge. That's pretty close to the bottom too, so I think probably what I'll do is I'll cut away part of that as well and replace that with another piece of stainless. Yeah, because that's another area that normally rusts away. It's this piece here. So, anyway, I was going to set the camera up and show you and do it, but there's not much point. And also, you know, if you're going to learn how to do this cut and butt, learn it from a professional. And I'll leave a link. Fitzy's first person I ever saw do this cut and butt thing where you overlap it, cut it a bit, push it in, take away the excess. And yeah, he's been doing it for a long time. And so if you're going to learn from a professional. And yeah, I'll put his link in the comments or the description of one of my other videos. So I'll leave the link again. I'll just put it in the comments. So if you want to watch a professional doing this cut and butt. But yeah, the other thing I'll do, is I'll fully weld this again on the inside here. And because I don't know how much of that I've ground off, and it's still a bit sharp, so I've got to round that off. So yeah, there's a good chance that when I go to clean up that edge, to round off that edge a little bit, that I'll be making the weld quite thin. So yeah, for that reason I'll fully weld it again on the inside. And yeah, because I welded the overlap there too, I might do to come up, run a weld on the overlap, join these two, join the overlap to the outer panel as well. It's probably another good idea. So, anyway, we'll leave it at that, and I'll get the two of these done, and I'll do another short video just to show you when it's finished. And yeah, as I said, this stainless won't ever rust. This is 3mm steel, you know, even if it did rust, it'd take 50 years to rust through that. But yeah, there's no overlap panels, so it's very easy to seal it all up and stop it from ever rusting. So yeah, I can pretty confidently say this will never rust again. And yeah, that's what I want. I don't even want to have to do this again on this car anyway. Do it once and do it right. Okay, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll catch you on the next one. Hit the like, please. Bye.